He's worked hard this summer, and he's the right kind of guy to lead Virginia Tech football team. So we're excited about him.
What tangibles do you think that he picked up from Tyrod Taylor?
Well, I think, like I said, I think they're a lot the same. I mean, they're both just great people. You want your best people to be your best players, and I think that's kind of how they are. He's going to lead by example. He works hard, and he's not selfish at all. Just the kind of guy you want at quarterback. I think he's got the physical skills to be very good, and I think he's got the other skills that you look at quarterback to be good.
Coach, talk about how fortunate it is for Thomas to have such a veteran wide receiver core in his first year as a starting quarterback.
Yeah, that helps. That's got to be a help to love it. And, we got an experienced offensive line. We got to play more consistent in the offensive line, but we got guys that's had a lot of starts. And I think those two things, plus having a guy like David Wilson in the backfield, that's another plus. So he's got good people around him. He doesn't have to do it all himself. He just got to let the offense work. And so I think that's another plus for a first-year quarterback.
In what ways, and I know you only had him part of the time for spring practice, but in what ways have you seen David grow, and also along the lines with the intangibles?
Yeah, he's another terrific kid. And I think the more times we get the ball to David this year, the more we're going to realize what a fantastic player he is. He's had some big plays in a part-time role, and of course he's going to step it up and get the ball more. But he's terrific. He's got speed. He's got power. To me, he's just a terrific player.
What we're talking about the offense, the guy who does, I know quarterbacks get a lot of credit, but Blake Christopher getting a lot of national attention. How much more can you do with Logan from the start when you have such an experienced offensive line coming back?
Well, it helps, having that extra second to throw the football, which you hope you get, being able to get your running game going, which you hope you can. All of those things kind of go into taking the pressure off of the quarterback. And so, and Blake, he's solid as a rock, tough guy, smart guy, a lot of starts, a lot of football. And so he's got to be a big, big part of our football team.
Let's talk a little bit about Danny Cole. He seems to be a do-it-all kind of player. Is he a leader for the punting duties?
He is. We got 2 or 3 different guys that have a shot to be air punter. And that's going to be a real priority coming back in fall practice, trying to get that settled. Because we need to get it settled and know what we're doing there. But, if it all stays equal, then, Danny, who's been in the ball game, I've been in a lot of big ball games, been in pressure situations, you trust him to do the right thing, then he'll probably be our punter. The toughest part, I think, is if he's a third down player, which he is for us. He's in there on third down, and then coming back and after a third down play and punting the ball on fourth down, you worry about that a little bit. But we'll see. We're going to settle the thing pretty quickly in fall practice and see if we can get a direction to go.
Coach, when you made the coaching changes, actually 2 players yesterday said there just seems to be more pep. It seems to be more life. And they said it was nothing against the former coaches or the coaches that you moved. But what notice changes have you had in the spring since those coaching changes have been moved?
Yeah, well, the coaching changes for us worked because I was able to keep Billy Height and Jimmy Cavanaugh there with us. And I trust their judgment a great deal. They've been around, and I really rely on what they have to say. But I do think sometimes there's a little change, and Shane Beamer, my son, and Cornell Brown, who was a great player at Virginia Tech and has coached quite a bit in the Canadian League and was a GA for us at Virginia Tech. I do think they bring some eagerness to the table, and so, I really believe we've got the strongest organization we've ever had. With Cavanaugh and Height there is working with me and taking their advice, and then what we have on the field I think is very good also.